Welcome to the 2017 Ace Science Cork 20 International Rally, the sixth and final round of the Clonakilty Black Pudding Irish Tarmac Rally Championship. After rounds in Galway, West Cork, Killarney, Donegal and Ulster, there will be a new champion crowned at the end of the two-day, 16-stage international rally. It's a season that's been headlined by Monaghan's Sam Moffat, and as we head into the action based around Macroom in West Cork, the 26-year-old has already collected the Irish National and Forestry Championships. All the Fiesta R5 driver has to do to win his first tarmac title was to turn up in Cork and collect the 5 bonus points on offer for actually starting the event. And so to the ceremonial start in the picturesque town of Macroom, based halfway between Cork City and Killarney, where Bree caught up with the main protagonists as they crossed the ramp.
Hello and welcome to On The Limit Sports. An electric atmosphere here in Macroom tonight for the ceremonial start of the final round in the Clonakilty Black Pudding Irish Tarmac Championship, the Ace Science Cork 20 Rally. It's this man, Sam Moffat, that's here to make history this weekend as he tries to clinch the Triple Crown. But plenty other of competitors are up for those final championship points also. One of the most important weekends in the history book of Sam Moffat. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Thankfully we don't have to finish the rally like we've been doing this last few rallies. It's go over the ramp and enjoy the rally. So it'll be a sleepless night hoping the car just starts in the morning. So if we can get that out of the road and get the car started and get over the ramp, we can actually enjoy the weekend and go for a good race.
Sam Moffat was seated at number 2 in his Fiesta as he bid for his first ever Cork 20 success. The number 1 seed, however, was Sam's younger brother, Josh Moffat.
A new pairing in your team this weekend, Josh. Of course you want to make this a back-to-back win in Cork.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, we're really looking forward to it. The stages out there are unbelievable, very difficult, and yeah, we're looking forward to the challenge.
Alistair Fisher was seated at number 3 in his Fiesta and was a winner of tarmac rounds in Galway and Donegal, but he saw his championship aspirations end after he crashed out on the penultimate round in Ulster. This weekend he's a brand new Fiesta to contest the Cork 20.
It's been a hard year. We enjoyed our battles with Sam throughout the year. Unfortunately, the Ulster just didn't go our way. Well done to Sam on clinching the championship. We enjoyed our year, and we're here in Cork now to hopefully end on a high.
With the battle raging up front, Joe McGonigal stayed in 3rd in a Skoda Fabia.
Well, Joe, we've reached the final event of the year, and it's been a really good one for you.
Yeah, hasn't been so bad. A bit of a mishap in Donegal, but we're lying 3rd at the minute, so hopefully we can hang on to it.
And so on a rainy night in Macroom, the cars head for the overnight stop or Parc Fermé as we look at what's ahead for the competitors on this year's Ace Science Cork 20 Rally, with service after every 2 stages. The rally headquarters are at the Riverside Park Hotel, and stages 1 and 3 will be run at Cobbler's Cross. The cars and competitors then move west for stages 2 and 4 at Johnstown. Stages 5 and 7 move back towards Macroom for the runs over Kilnamatra, while stages 6 and 8 on the opening day are run at the famous Lochalla stage. And so to the gathering on stage 1 of the 2017 Cork 20, and even here there is a celebration.
Let us be one of the first to congratulate you, Sam, just having clinched the championship victory.
Yeah, I can't believe it. Sleepless night last night, and we got here now, and that's that tied up. now my focus is on this rally. That hasn't sunk in doing the triple. It's been some year and a lot of dedication, missed a lot of things, and yeah, now my focus is when this light goes green is to try and beat Josh.
And on a wet, damp day one, the opening stage near Kilmurray, Sam Moffat was quickest and opened up a 4.6 second lead over his brother Josh. Josh Moffat made the perfect response on special stage 2 to cut the deficit to a mere 0.7 of a second. Sam reckoned he wasn't confident for the opening 2/3 of the second stage and should have pushed harder, but by the end of stage 3, a 14.7 second margin covered the leading 3 drivers, with Sam Moffat eking out a 1.3 second lead over Josh.
Crest dipping, 5 left over crest, 100 up. Mid over crest, 130. Down, 6 left, 150. Say mid over flat crest, 40 to 6 right, 250. 6 left, A and care, 5 left plus in over crest, loose. Watch this one, 80 down.
Stage 4 was cancelled as a safety precaution due to oil on part of the stage. Alistair Fisher in his new Fiesta R5 was 9.2 seconds further back behind Sam Moffat after the opening stage, and after 3 runs Fisher was third, 14.7 seconds off the lead. Fisher looking to make up for his non-finish in Ulster. Joe McGonigal was fourth, 45.1 seconds off the lead, but thankful to get to service.
But Joe, you had a mishap in that last stage.
Yeah, I had a massive rock. I was sure we had a puncher, and I'd say we gave up at least 5 seconds anyway in the way to the finish. I think we bent the wheel just and got away with it, but it felt like a puncher at the time, so we're okay.
The World Rally cars are gradually disappearing from the Irish Tarmac Rally Championship, but Corkman Kevin Kelleher had entered his Subaru Impreza, and after 4 he was 1 minute and 32 seconds down from the lead in 5th place.
Left here, Kev, drive around, 70 down. All right, you all right? Easy 2 right cuts, 120. Slowing, crest 30. 3 left, tightens 40.
The leading 5 and Pádraig Duffy in 6th were the only competitors to complete the opening stage as Aaron McHale crashed a Citroën DS3 and the stage was halted with the remaining competitors all awarded Duffy's time. It took a little muscle to get Owen Murphy's Skoda Fabia S2000 going, but after 4 he was officially classified in 6th, 1 minute 36.2 seconds off the lead. Anthony Nestor is his co-driver.
5 left, 40. 5 right through the crossroads, push. 40, line. 6 left into 4 right. 40, straight line. Left into 5 right. 3 right. 40. 3 left, don't cut. 80.
So unexpected problems for you this morning, Owen.
Yeah, we leaving Park Ferme this morning. The clutch cylinder and the clutch is after exploding, so we've just nursed it on the starter motor starting, and we've done the last 2 stages without any clutch. So we're lucky to be here.
Stephen McCann and Damien Fleming were 7th in the wet conditions in their Ford Fiesta S2000, just 7.4 seconds off Murphy. Daniel Cronin and Shane Buckley competed at the top 8 in their Fiesta R5 as we head to service and get the thoughts of rally leader Sam Moffat.
It's just going to continue to be as exciting as the morning. You've taken the lead again.
Yeah, we're 1.3 ahead. There was 0.7 this morning, so you know, it's going to be some epic battle now the whole way, and Josh isn't going to let up, and neither am I.
And on to the remaining 4 stages on day 1 of this year's Cork 20, and those who descended on the village of Kilnamartyra took their positions to wait for the competitors. Rally legend Sebastian Loeb said this stage was the best tarmac stage he'd ever driven when he won here in 2007 as part of his build-up to Rally Ireland, which is part of the World Rally Championship that year. Sam Moffat held onto his overall lead, and after 8 stages in his Ford Fiesta he led by 10.8 seconds. Sam wasn't hanging about despite the fact that he had the Irish Tarmac Rally Championship in the bag.
60, 6 right and flat, 6 left, 100, 6 right, hold over small crest, 80 to flat, 6 left, 130, flat 6 left, 170, 6 right at the house, okay, 60, red, 6 left, water, 60 down, care 4 right, mucky.
There was 3.8 seconds between Sam and Josh Moffat after 5 stages, 13.3 after 6, 12.3 after 7 and 10.8 at the end of the opening day. The battle between the Monaghan siblings showed no signs of abating. Alistair Fisher's attempts to win Cork were dashed when his Fiesta ground to a halt for some 2.5 minutes before he fired it back into action. He lost ground, and after 8 stages he dropped to 7th over 4 minutes down. Joe McGonigal and Kieran Geeney were elevated to 3rd as a result of Fisher's travails, but with the hot pace of the Moffats up front, he was 2 minutes and 20 down on Sam at the end of day 1. Owen Murphy and Anthony Nestor were now 4th in the S2000 Skoda Fabia, 34.6 seconds off McGonigal after 8 stages.
Flat crest 40, flat left over jump 60, 6 left long and 4 right long. Repeat, 6 left long and 4 right long, 60.
Kevin Kelleher and Sean Haid were 5th overnight in the Reprezza S14 World Rally car, some 30.4 seconds off Murphy.
1 left at the crossroads, past the sign, don't lift, 80. Line, left side for the right over crest, jump past the fence, go 100. Mid over small crest, left side past the pillar, go, don't lift, 150. Keep 1 left past the sign, go 40, hard slowing, 4 right, falls away, 70.
Daniel Cronin and Shane Buckley were pushing for a top 5 place themselves, and after 8 stages were just 3.8 seconds behind Kelleher, but he suffered a broken drive shaft after stage 8 in their Ford Fiesta R5. Stephen McCann wouldn't see out the opening day as he had an accident that required the intervention of the emergency services on stage 5. Thankfully the crew were okay despite that intervention. Paul Rowley and Darragh Mullen were lying 10th after the opening 8 stages in their Citroën DS3. And there was a moment in the slippery conditions for Richard Tannehill and Ger Conway, who lost some time in their Peugeot 208. But they got going again, and overnight the pair lay in 12th on the overall standings. So the opening 8 stages completed on this year's Cork 20, and this is how the leaderboard looks. Sam Moffat has a 10.8 seconds lead from Josh Moffat. Joe McGonigal is in 3rd ahead of Owen Murphy, and Kevin Kelleher makes up the top 5.
That's day 1 of the A Signs Cork 20 rally complete. Treacherous weather conditions this morning saw an untimely retirement for some of the crews. But for others that have made it to this stage of the game, they've got to face another 8 stages tomorrow, 120 kilometres. See you after the break for day 2 of the Cork 20 rally.
Welcome back to the programme and to the remaining 8 stages on day 2 of the A Signs Cork 20 International Rally. We're concentrating first and foremost on the leading contenders. We'll be looking at the rest of the classes in another programme. And so to recap, the newly crowned Tarmac champion is Sam Moffat, and he currently leads his brother Josh by 10.8 seconds overnight after a day that tested competitors due to very tricky weather conditions. Joe McGonigal lay in 3rd, but some way distant from the Moffat boys. Alistair Fisher lost a heap of time on day 1 when his car stalled. He, though, was determined to move up from his overnight position of 6th.
Welcome back to day 2 of the A Signs Cork 20 rally. We're out here on the opening stage of day 2, and even though the rain has ceased for the moment, road conditions are still damp and still a lot of lying water. So drivers are going to face similar conditions as yesterday.
They certainly will, Breed, and here's a look at what we're facing on day 2 as we move into Coleman country around Mill Street. The leaderboard could change in a big way if the weather conditions are anything like day 1. Stages 9 and 11 will take place at Mushra, with stages 10 and 12 on the Butter Road, with service in between 2 stages. Stages 13 and 15 are at Mulliganish, while stages 14 and the final one, 16, will be run at Fury, a stage that in the past has been used as part of the Kenmare Historic Stages Rally. And so to the action on day 2's opening 4 stages in the Battle of the Moffat Brothers. And on the opening pair of stages on day 2, Josh was the better of the family duo. He cut his brother's lead to just 0.8 of a second. Remarkably, the brothers posted exactly the same time on stage 10. As their absorbing contest for supremacy raged through the opening 4 stages, Sam then made a good response on the replay, stages 10 and 12, and went 8.4 seconds ahead. It was flat to the man action from the Monaghan boys.
Six right, 80 to 5 left plus, and 6 right, 80, 3 left plus, would be 3 left plus, and 3 right, A, nips, this nips, and 4 left, A, tightens, 4 right, flat 5 left in, 40 to 4 right, hold, into 3 left, and 3 right, A plus.
With the battle raging up front, Joe McGonigal stayed in third in a Skoda Fabia. After 12 stages, the Donegal man was a distant 3 minutes and 46 seconds off Sam Moffat. Alistair Fisher was cursing his luck with his car troubles on day 1, but he wasn't ready to quit just yet. After 12 stages, Fisher was now 4th, some 43 seconds behind McGonigal, and closing. Owen Murphy was 5th in the Skoda Fabia S2000, 3.6 seconds behind Fisher.
Flat 6 right over jump and dip, 60. Flat 6 left over crest, bump, in, 40. 6 right over crest, come back. 60 downhill, bad bump, slow, 4 left, 100.
With Fisher now setting a hot pace, Kevin Kelleher dropped to 6th in the Subaru Impreza. But this would be the last we'd see of the Corkman, who retired with mechanical problems after stage 12. Daniel Cronin, younger brother of Keith Cronin, the 4-time British Rally champion, was 7th after 12 stages. Paul Rowley and Dara Mullen were 9th in their Citroën DS3 and 7th in the R5 class after 12. Richard Tannehill and Ger Conway, however, saw the rally end on stage 12 and they retired. And with 4 stages to run in this year's Cork 20 Rally, it's back to service where Sam studied the car's in-car camera action.
Well, the homework paid off the last time. You've got 4 seconds of lead now.
Yeah, it's not much. Some battle, it's a great race. It's incredible the 2 cars are still in the road. We are fighting tooth and nail and there's not much in it, but yeah, that's competition.
We're trying our best. We're not taking any massive chances out there, but I think a few chances is going to need to be taken there to try and get ahead of Sam again. So we'll have a look through the stages here inside and see what we can do.
So 4 stages to run, and we're looking now at stages 13 and 14. Sam Moffat saw his 8.4 second lead cut to 5 seconds over the first run over Mulliganish, as Josh Moffat took his promise for risks in the Fiesta. And after the first run over Fury, the gap stood at 2.3 seconds. It was gripping stuff.
Crest cut 5 right plus, 80. Crest and 6 left A opens. And 6 left A opens. Go on now again. Mid over jump 170 to the top. 5 left minus in. Do not cut this. 70. Crest bump 5 right and damp 6 right. Push mid on small crest. Damp 6 left over flat crest. 60. Crest 80 to 4 right plus.
Here's Sam's thoughts after stage 14.
Yeah, we had a good run in there, but I know by the stop car, Josh is probably a few seconds up on us in there. Yeah, he's going hard. Just going to have to go harder.
Do you want to give us your time?
8:57.7.
Josh Moffat just wouldn't let up in his pursuit of his older brother. The roads were drier now. Could he do it over the final 2 stages?
8:57.7.
Yeah, we had an 8:50. So
Very good. Do you know where you might have got that time?
no, to be honest, the tyres were going off towards the end of it there. We just had a real good cut through there and pushed good and hard, so thankfully it paid off.
And so the crowds waited out on the Mulliganish and Fury stages for the dramatic conclusion to this year's Cork 20 International Rally. Just 2.3 seconds separated the brothers after 14 crackling, sizzling stages. Before we bring you the story of how that worked out, we can have a look at the top 10 finishers in reverse order. In 10th, Patrick O'Connor and Eddie Moffat in their Mitsubishi Evo 9. 9th, Ed Toomey finishes off in the top 10 placing on the final round as the Clonakilty Black Pudding's very successful 4-year term as sponsors of the Tarmac Championship comes to an end. William Maberty takes 8th overall and wins Group N. James Wilson takes 7th overall and secured the Irish Tarmac Rally Championship 3 championship in his Peugeot 208 R2. We'll have a full roundup of all the action from those and the rest of the classes in next week's programme. Paul Rowley and Darragh Mullen finished 6th in the Citroën DS3 R5. And to the top 5, Daniel Cronin and Shane Buckley finished there in the Ford Fiesta R5. 4th, Owen Murphy and Anthony Nestor in their Skoda Fabia S2000. In 3rd place, Joe McGonigal and Kieran Keeney in the Skoda Fabia, which also confirmed 3rd place overall in the Irish Tarmac Rally Championship standings. 2nd, Alistair Fisher, who recovered from his opening day stall to pit McGonigal to 2nd place by a mere 0.7 of a second. Josh and Sam Moffat's positions were unchanged when they posted identical times on the penultimate stage. However, a mile into the final stage, Josh's bid for glory ended when he crashed out on the final run over Fury. Sam Moffat and Carl Atkinson then the winners after that final stage drama, and with Josh's non-finish, the winning margin nearly 5 minutes.
40, 3 right A minus, 3 right A minus, 40 to 4 left. That's it, well done, well done. That's all you can do.
Well done.
Sam came off the final stage with the champagne in hand, but he looked a little anxious about the fate of his brother and went to speak to Fisher at the end of the 16th and final run. Reassured, Breed caught up with the Cork 20 international winner and the new Irish Tarmac Rally Championship title holder.
So Sam and Carl have just made it off the final stage, and not only have they won the Cork 20 Rally, but of course they are our 2017 Tarmac champions. What a year it's been, Sam.
Yeah, it's been a great year and a great race all day. To be honest, I'm absolutely devastated Josh hasn't come out of the last stage. We had such a battle, and yeah, no, can't take away from everything that's happened, but yeah, phenomenal year. We now get the FIA Celtic Trophy, which is phenomenal, but yeah, just at this moment I'm devastated, but look at phenomenal year and looking forward to next year.
And to the victor of the spoils, what a season for Sam Moffat, the National, Forestry, FIA Celtic Nations winner, and now for the first time Irish Tarmac Rally Championship champion.
Sam, Josh, Alistair and all of them have put on a tremendous show again this year. This is one of the finest championships in Europe. I'm so proud of what they've done, and I think every person in Rally in Ireland should be equally so.
And to the finish ramp back in Macroom at the end of not just the 16 stages of the Cork 20 International Rally, but the conclusion of the 2017 Tarmac Series. Wins on the Rally of the Lakes, Ulster and Cork, plus second place finishes in Galway, West Cork and Donegal means Monaghan's Sam Moffat is a worthy champion.
To think to wrap up all 3 championships, and I've never done Irish rallying before, it's just phenomenal, and you know, I don't think there's anything that can top that again for me, and yeah, it'll be one for the history books. Just can't believe it.
Credit due where it is due. It is a team effort. You were there every step of the way, and I'm sure it was an enjoyable seat to have this year.
Definitely, but I have to give the credit to this man. He's driving all year is unbelievable. Didn't put it wrong anywhere. So fast everywhere. Just credit to him. He deserved it.
This then the top 5 finishers on this year's Cork 20 International Rally. Sam Moffat wins, Alistair Fisher got up to second place, Joe McGonigal in third, ahead of Owen Murphy in fourth and Daniel Cronin in fifth. And this is how the points standing looks at the end of 6 rounds. Sam Moffat on 81, the Tarmac champion. Alistair Fisher in second place ahead of Joe McGonigal. Josh Moffat in fourth place and Stephen Wright finished in fifth.
That wraps up an epic year in the Clonakilty Black Pudding Irish Tarmac Championship, and what a fantastic, entertaining final round we had here in Cork. But Sam Moffat has proven why he has been crowned the Irish Tarmac champion this year. Congratulations to him. Impeccable driving. No doubt 2018 will be even bigger and better, and we'll see you then.
6 rounds, terrific championship, and Sam Moffat is the champion. John Kenny and all the team, bye for now.